Earlier today I made a video with a series of different pictures about with myself and my girlfriend. Her name is Su Sheng. She's originally from China. She moved over here about 10 years ago. And really about her story and our story together. But metaphorically, one of the reasons why I did it, I want families and alcoholics to realize that there is life after alcohol use disorder, even when the worst case scenario happens, even when someone passes away, even when you lose a loved one. There's always a new day, there's always a future. And we take one day at a time, just like the alcoholic does. And the family itself, I always talk about the alcoholic has to reinvent themselves. So does the family. The family needs to reinvent themselves, whether or not whatever happens to the alcoholic in their life, whether or not they do succumb to the disease or they make it and they're able to put it in remission. Either way, the family still needs to move on, as does the alcoholic. They need to carry on because every day is a new day. And reinventing yourself, it's so important to build new relationships, get out of your bubble, get out of your comfort zone, because like the video says, everything you want is on the other side of fear. And because I made that video, of course, I got a lot of uplifting comments. I think there's about right now it's about 300 just happy for you kind of comments, and which is I really appreciate. But it's also a celebration for everybody that there is a possibility to move on. I'll comment like this: "Oh yeah, I was wondering when you were going to date again, and I'm really happy for you." I mean, I got many comments like this. What people don't realize, we've actually been together for about 4 years. I met her about 6 months after my wife passed away. We met her online, and lo and behold, she lived about a mile from me. Well, at the time, about 5 miles, but I bought a house on the other side of town, which was actually about 3/4 of a mile where she was. And eventually, her and her two daughters moved in with me a couple of years ago, and they were able to, stay in the same schools, and we really started up another family. So it's been, it's been very nice. Certainly for her and her two girls, and for myself, I think we're all able to heal together and move on. But it's really important to do that. It's really important to get out of your bubble. It's really important to do things that you're uncomfortable with, just in life, just in life goals. And I know with alcoholics, it's so hard to not only just admit that you have a problem, but then to do something about it and to, try therapies, try medications, try counseling, try everything. And I know it's scary, but it's a lot scarier to stay in the same place and in that horrible, scary place called this comfort zone where nothing grows and everything stays stagnant. So the message today is to get out of your comfort zone, whether you're a family member or you're an alcoholic. It's time for a change. Really, the last thing I wanted to say, I met her, Su Sheng, about 6 months after my wife died. And I know a lot of people had an issue with it because it was so soon after my wife passing away. But they don't realize was the last 5, 6 years of my wife's life, I was essentially alone. I was really an only parent. Much of the time, I'd take care of our son. She was really at the point where she really wasn't a help to the family or herself, and it was really quite a burden. It was a very lonely time. So by the time she passed away, unfortunately, and I'm sure I know a lot of families feel this way, it was just, it's not about relief, but it was about, I was alone even when she was alive. And I think there's a lot of spouses out there that will relate to that, and other family members. It is a very lonely, thankless type of position when you have an alcoholic in the family. It's important for alcoholics to understand that as well, how the effect that they have on their loved ones and in the people in their life. And again, I go live Monday through Friday, right around 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We also have the Facebook group. Click on the link in the link tree. It's called There's an Alcoholic in the Family. You just click on the link and take you right there. And again, I have the coaching program. It's called There's an Alcoholic in the Family as well. When you're ready to work with me one-on-one, I like to take people who are ready to change their lives and the lives of their families. The call is free. The coaching program definitely is not. But everything's a choice in life, and you got to make your priorities. And again, Thanks for listening.